A special thank you to EA for inviting me and providing early access to The Sims 4 for rent. Today we are in the beautiful world of Tomarang that comes with the Sims 4 for rent expansion pack. So my first build, I wanted to build lots or units that look like these shells here. I thought it would be nice to have shells that you can actually live in and kind of play in, even though, you can't interact with these in any way. I thought there's this beautiful nearby lot right here, semi beachfront access. It's like absolutely beautiful. The views are beautiful. It's near the shells, so it's a perfect place to kind of start. So to get started, we are building 4 units. There are 3 levels to each of the unit. Each unit has 3 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms, but you could easily reconfigure the floor plan to add some additional bedrooms on the very upper 3rd level. So it's built on this lot in Tomarang. It's a 30 by 20 lot in the world, and pretty decent size, I guess. I can't complain. Originally, I was going to demolish the national park and build there, and I'm still going to in the future, but I wanted to play with it first and take a look at how pretty it is before I just go and bulldoze it down to build on. There's actually quite a few new build objects and items, new windows, new doors. The only thing I noticed about the doors is that there were no doors made for medium or very tall wall heights. And I think the same applies to some of the windows. I think it would have been nice to have some more doors that could have fit the medium or tall wall heights, but all of the new doors just come for the small wall heights, but it's okay. It works. They're very pretty otherwise. Same goes for the windows. So I wanted to keep the style of the build similar to the shells. I mean, it's not like a one-to-one copy or anything by any means, but I did want to make it kind of fit in with the world as much as possible. We will be doing ultra modern apartments and units and things like that. There's plenty of time. I just wanted to check out the pack and kind of give it a go. My first time ever using the pack, seeing it for the first time. So it's really great. I had a poke around and kind of tried to figure out the unit system before I started building, just to kind of see how that works, how you kind of put it all together. Because, you've seen it in video, but when you do it yourself, it's different, you kind of get a grasp for how it works. And it's oh, okay. And then you kind of you can mess with it a little more and figure out, oh, I could do this and I could do that. I am working on a tutorial on how to create apartment units, how you label them, how you create shared spaces, and also a little tutorial on increasing the, the number of units per lot, the maximum. The default is 6, but the cheat will allow you to build up to 100 per save file. So that's including all of the worlds in a save file. So that will vary depending on how many, apartment units you already have existing in other worlds. But let's just put it this way. When you try to build that many on one lot, the game struggles. I got to about 12 in the tutorial before I started to notice things were just slowing down. That could be my computer or whatever, but also very shortly after that, I was trying to rename some of the units and kind of change the colors, and the game just full on crashed. So the lag could have been related to that. I don't know. I haven't tried it again. I just wanted to get started and build something. So that's kind of how it worked for that. So each unit itself, they're all different colors. We have a teal unit. We have this maroon unit. We have this soft yellow, and then more of a darker tan unit. I wanted to keep the colors very pastel, very, I don't know, they just very tropical, I guess, so that they kind of fit with the surroundings. All of the units have the exact same layout, the exact same furnishings. And I have to say, furnishing units, at least many units, is just, it's very time consuming. This took me probably a good 4 hours, like to get everything how it should be. I actually did a lot of room copying once I actually finished 2 of the units. That way I could like flip the rooms and still have like the same footprint to be used for the back units. And then I went through and adjusted wallpaper colors, some of the furnishing colors, and wallpapers. Fixed a couple things like with doors and windows. But really, I mean, I tried to make each unit feel more like its own individual thing, even though they're all basically part of the same unit. They're all going to share similarities, especially like in real life if there's like the same developer. Generally, units do share floor plans, furnishings, cabinetry, whatever. They might just be a different style or color, and that's exactly what I did here with these units. And I think it's a great first start. There's a lot of great new items within the pack. We have some new stairs. We have like 3 new stair railings. We have some new columns. We have loads of little decorative items. We have the new hopscotch and marbles, which I don't believe I showed placing those while building. I think I saved that for landscaping, which I did off camera. I went into the debug and grabbed some different trees that kind of match the surrounding area for this particular lot. And there really wasn't much room to place trees or anything, but I found these really cool, which you'll see towards the end in the debug. They had like these trees that have like twinkling lights on them that like go up and down the palm tree trunk. And I was like, oh yes. So I placed 2 of those. And they actually do work. I think they do light up when it gets dark. I mean, it's not like super bright or anything, but it's just, it's a nice little touch. And I thought that was so cool. They're not available in the regular landscaping catalog, but I really wish they were, because that would have just been a really nice thing to have. So yeah, as far as the layout, so the middle floors, they have 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. The 1 bathroom is actually attached to the 1 bedroom here. But I mean, I don't know if you consider this a master. The 3rd floor, when we get to that, that's a much bigger bedroom up there, and it does have like its own bathroom up on that floor. It's not attached to the bedroom at all in any way, but like you could easily shuffle that forward and then put another bedroom towards the front if you need the room. So I wanted it to be playable, but also easily modifiable should you need to expand your household for any reason, such as a new baby or whatever. I don't know, if you want a home gym or something, like I just think it was just a great little thing to do. So I ended up calling this build Shell Cove Apartments. It's already available on the Sims4 gallery. Here is the gallery listing. It just basically details everything there. The only thing it doesn't really show is like, it says 4 units, but like it doesn't show the rent per day or like the number of bathrooms and bedrooms per unit. I also found through some testing, and I don't know if this is just me or not, but when I like placed the lot from the gallery, it didn't save like the individual unit settings. It didn't save like the name I gave each unit, which was like 1 shell cove, 2 shell cove, 3 shell cove, 4 shell cove. It also didn't seem to save any of like the challenges, I don't think, because like 2 of the units, I didn't do all 4. I just did 2 of the units. I gave them the mold challenge just for some fun, and that is one of a new challenge that they added with the For Rent expansion pack, which basically spawns mold everywhere. There's a new mold death. It makes your Sims do weird things, so you have to clean it up. So yeah, that's in 2 of the units. But yeah, I don't think placing the lot from the gallery saved that stuff, but I will double check on that. But yeah, I mean, from the world, like if you were in Manage Worlds, you can see how many units there are, and the rent per day is actually very affordable. I thought it's 201 simoleons per day. for 2 of the units and 195 simoleons per day for the other units. They're also set to a default of a 7-day lease. I didn't figure out how to adjust that term yet. I don't know if you adjust that like before I'd share it by having a property owner, or if I can just do that individually. I actually haven't discovered that part yet, but yeah. So the build is coming along well. I kind of just flipped back and forth quite a bit, copying items and duplicating while I was creating these 2 front units. So that's that's basically what you see me doing, is basically making them copies of each other, which works out well because then I just copy all of the rooms to the back units and then just kind of fix anything that's weird or broken or didn't copy. Like a couple of the windows kind of shuffled around. A couple of them kind of went into the wall and you see the wall, like, but just the frame of the window. So I fixed that stuff. Railings and staircases and all that stuff. I just made sure everything was where it should be so that they look identical. I also noticed that shower has a like window in it, so I shuffled that to the other side because I'm like, oh yeah, that's the problem with copying rooms. It's like, didn't really think that the window would be an issue, but hey, it works. Just have to move the shower, that's all. So this is the 3rd floor. As you can see, this is that giant bedroom I was talking about. You could easily make this like the master. You could take that bathroom that's more towards the front and kind of push it towards the middle, where like the bookcases I placed are. And then you could put maybe a small narrow room or bedroom, or you can kind of reconfigure this in any way. I also wanted to mention, I was talking about the unit prices per day. So the 2 units that are 201 simoleons per day, they have this like tiny 1x4 or 5 strip balcony that kind of hangs off the 3rd floor bedroom there. It's like, it's accessible, but there's nothing on it because it's just 1 tile. And I think that's what makes the rent prices different for the 2 units. But again, it's not like that much of an increase. So that's very good. My current sim is actually living in one of the units. She's living in the 1st unit, which it seems like the game defaulted her to that unit. I could pick whichever one I want, which is easily done. I want to say through build mode. When you go in, there's this option when you're clicking through all of the units, you can select to make it your home lot. So that's pretty cool. So you can pick a different unit if you'd like to, if you don't like the one that the game gave you, if you want like a better one or something. Not that they're like any different or better, but I kind of feel like the ones towards the back might be better because, you know, you're not facing the road and then you have like the beautiful water, the beach is nearby. There's a bit more like space. I mean, there's not much space towards the back versus the front, but like I was able to fit a grill, an area to play marbles, and just, I don't know, just having that sense of space. Like, even though there's like space surrounding the lot, I don't know, it just makes the back units feel a little, I don't know, nicer, even though they're really no different otherwise. I mean, style wise and colors, they are, yes, but otherwise they're exactly the same. But I do hope you're enjoying this speed build so far. If you are, make sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for new speed builds. We'll be doing quite a few apartment speed builds now that The Sims 4 for rent is available for everyone. I will be getting all of my apartment ideas out of my head and into speed builds, so I'm so excited for that. I have quite a few different modern ones planned, some more kind of styled around the world of Tomarang as well. But after seeing the pack, I have to say that like there are some issues with the pack. And I don't know if this was, again, I don't know if this was just my save or not. I was using an older build save. And I did get the wallpaper bug where when I was placing wallpaper, it was very laggy, but I didn't try that on my new save yet. I'm going to go with it probably was just my old save that I used for building. So I did create a new one and placed a lot down. And yeah, I mean, like I didn't have the issue with rent prices being like millions and billions of simoleons anymore. So I just think something was just wrong with my build save, which is not surprising. It was a very old save, probably a good I mean, maybe like a year. It wasn't like years and years old, but like a year. And there have been quite a few bug fixes and things fixed along the way. So I don't know, every once in a while, I guess you just need to refresh it, because sometimes they can make the changes like retroactive, and then other times they cannot. So you just have to create a new save. I also noticed in that one blue bedroom on the second floor, I forgot to place a door. I'm just noticing that now. Whoops. Also, that would probably be the same on the gallery then too. It's missing a door. I'm sorry. It was just very tough to copy everything over and make sure everything was right. But this was my first apartment build, so please cut me some slack. But yeah, I normally do not forget things like that, like a door. I mean, I will forget like a trash bin or the smoke alarms, which I almost did in this build, but I did include them, as you see there on the wall above each kitchen. There is this new grill that I placed out back here. It kind of looks like a piano, but it's not. It's a new grill. It's like an unlockable, but it was unlocked. So I thought I'm going to use this because this looks really nice. We do some of the new plastic chairs for seating, just to make them look lived in. And I put the new half tile dishwasher that came with the pack. That's a nod from the, I almost said Cool Kitchen. Gosh, that new kitchen stuff pack. I'm drawing a blank on it, but it is my favorite, and I can't believe I'm drawing a blank on the name. That's so sad. But it's nice to have the half tile, though I do have to say it does look a little weird with the new cabinets that came with For Rent, because they have like this wood like louvered bit on the doors, and the dishwasher kind of doesn't hide that when it kind of cuts in. But anyway, it's a solid pack. It's a great pack. It's a beautiful world. I love the building features and building apartments. We are now into the screenshots, as you can see, and this is all of the units. I was in build mode here, so some of the items, or live mode actually, so the items are hidden. If you go into build mode, you can unhide them or hide them as you see fit. This is how the units are laid out and color coded. And then this is the first unit, which I'm calling the white unit, because it's primarily white and clean. And then we kind of move our way through the other unit. We have like a teal unit. We have like a, I don't know, like a sunflower unit, I guess we'll call it. And then we have the final unit, which is like this darker, like black and soft blue unit. I don't know. I like that color a bit more. That's one of the back units, but yeah. So I do hope you enjoyed this speed build. It's definitely fun to build, fun to explore the pack. The build, I should also mention, is just base game and The Sims 4 for rent. There's no other packs used. I wanted the first build to be a limited pack build. That way it's accessible and everybody can play it without the need for worrying about having other packs or stuff packs. But like I said, we'll be doing more builds in the future. That will include more packs and more items and stuff. I mean, the game just came out, so I wanted to do a couple of limited pack builds because it's nice to kind of just go in and have some builds that you can already place and just play without needing to worry about that or objects or anything. So yeah, so you can find Show Cove Apartments on the Sims 4 gallery. My EA ID is TheSimified. It's just 4 units this time around. It's just, like I said, it's very time consuming to create 4 units, or essentially 4 houses. It pretty much doubles your time. And I only did 4 units. So like, if I did more than that, it would probably take much longer. So yeah, I definitely highly recommend just copying rooms for now, just to make it a little easier and changing items as you see fit. There's that beautiful view from that tiny little balcony. And these are the back units. And like I said, I like these a bit more. But anyway, I do hope you enjoyed this speed build. Make sure to give it a thumbs up. And I do thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.